Now, Natalie has some questions that she's really, really interested in finding out. She thinks it's going to help her kind of move beyond these questions so that she can focus on her next steps in her life. So there are some questions that she has. A couple of them are about conspiracies. The first question she has is, do the Cabal and Illuminati exist?
No.
They do not exist at all.
They're powerful people, but not Illuminati.
So they're powerful people, and do these powerful people do good for humanity or bad for humanity?
Neither.
What do they do?
They don't do much.
Do they just do things for themselves?
Yeah. And they can only access those in their vibrational level.
Okay, so they can only access those in their vibration. So the Cabal and the Illuminati does not exist.
No.
Only people who have some power, but they can only access people who are in their frequency.
Yes.
So people of higher frequency, they have no influence on.
No, they can't.
They can't. And why can't they?
Because if they are existing at a higher frequency and they're impermeable to the third frequency beings.
Okay. So higher frequency beings of fifth dimension or frequency are not perceivable and reached by third frequency people?
Yes, and the more people raise their frequency, the less they can be accessed.
Okay. And this is a lesson that they will learn for themselves as well, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this is their lesson. Does people putting energy into this concept empower them? Or what does it do for them when people put energy in these concepts?
It does put energy that flows towards them.
Okay.
And people give them their attention and energy.
Okay. So define to Natalie what these people are. What are they?
They are just third dimensional humans.
They're just third dimensional humans with access to money, and they only can influence third dimensional people.
Yes. Yes.
And when people put emphasis on the concept of the Cabal and the Illuminati, which these organizations do not exist, they actually give them power that they don't have.
They are the ones who create them.
The people who focus on these groups actually create them?
They create them in the collective conscious.
So they create them in the collective consciousness, but they really don't exist.
That's right.
So in order to, by focusing less on the concept of the Cabal and the Illuminati, it makes them cease to exist in your reality.
They would cease to exist.
They will cease to exist. Okay. The other thing is she has questions about the coronavirus that's going on right now. And she's very curious, when is the coronavirus going to end?
It won't end until next summer.
It won't end until next summer. And is it going to end in phases, or is it going to, how is it going to transpire until next summer?
There will be more cases. There will be some slowdowns, but it won't be gone for good for another year.
For another year? And was it man-made?
No.
How was it made?
It was made when humans tried to control the natural world.
And how did humans try to control the natural world that made the coronavirus?
By removing and consuming things that are not meant for the human body.
And what are those things that were not meant for the human body?
Live animals.
Live animals, okay. And they took them out of the natural world.
Yes.
And where originally did it come from? Did it start in China, or did it come somewhere else originally?
It is from China.
It is from China?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And is it a new virus?
Yes.
Is it a new version of the coronavirus, or a completely new virus?
There have been others.
There have been other versions?
This is a new type.
This is a new type of others?
Mm-hmm.
She also wants to know, is the vaccine going to be safe?
Yes.
Are there going to be multiple vaccines to choose from?
There will be different vaccines that come out through the years, but they will all be safe.
Okay. They will all be safe? Is the vaccine optional?
Yes.
It is optional. When the coronavirus pandemic ends in a year, will the vaccine be necessary?
It will be there and optional for those who want it, but it will not be required or mandated.
Okay. And another thing about China, what is your recommendation for people blaming China for this pandemic? Is the pandemic a learning lesson?
Yes, and it could have happened anywhere.
It could have happened anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So
it came from China, but it could have originated from nearly any country, as we all participate in the same or similar activities.
okay. So it could have happened anywhere, and it just happened to happen in China at this time with this virus.
That's right.
But there have been other deadly viruses that came from other countries as well.
Yes.
It just didn't have the ramifications.
It was not as contagious.
Just not as contagious. Okay. So what is your recommendation for people who want to blame China?
I recommend that they try and do their best to gain their own knowledge and not sit and be told what to think by those who have their own preconceived ideas. Each individual needs to be empowered to find their own truth.
And that leads to another question that she asked. the pandemic, that this was a conspiracy. Is that true? Was it a pandemic?
No.
No. It was an accident by nature.
Yes.
Okay.
It was Mother Earth.
It was an accident by nature by Mother Earth. And did Bill Gates start it?
No.
No. Is Bill Gates a reptilian?
No.
Is Hillary Clinton a reptilian?
No.
Is Obama a reptilian?
No.
Are reptilians bad?
No.
And what is the intent of reptilians?
Like other starseeds, to raise the vibration of the universe.
Are reptilians native to Earth?
No.
No. So they're starseeds.
Yes.
And at some point, they inhabited Earth.
Yes.
Are they among us?
Like other starseeds, yes.
Are they incarnates, or are they actual reptilian aliens that live among us?
They are incarnates.
They are incarnates. Okay. So, the other thing she also wanted to know as well about that is, should we be wearing masks?
Yes.
So people should wear masks. And why should they wear masks during the pandemic?
To protect
themselves?
each other.
So they should take it seriously.
Yes.
What if it's not in their life plan to catch and die from the coronavirus?
Then they can ensure that they don't pass it on to others.
So even if it's not in their life plan to catch or to have a bad case of coronavirus, they could still pass it on to others.
That's correct.
So wearing masks and mitigation and doing the best that you can during the pandemic is actually helping not pass it to others, even if you're not going to struggle with the virus and die from it.
That's exactly right.
Okay. So it might not be in your life plan to die of the coronavirus. If you have it, you might be a transmitter to somebody else.
Right.
Okay. So wear a mask. Okay. She also wants to know, are dolphins incarnated souls as well?
Yes.
And what is her connection to dolphins?
She connects with their starseed entities. She, from a young age, could tell if they were similar.
And what are the starseed origins of dolphins?
They're from an ocean planet.
Okay. Where is this ocean planet?
Serious?
From Sirius? And how did they get to Earth?
They incarnated here like starseeds, as they are high vibrational beings.
Okay. So they actually incarnated into their bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how did their bodies get manifested to Earth?
They evolved here.
Evolved? Okay. So they evolved. And that goes to another question that she has, is how do humans get consciousness?
They evolved here too.
So everybody evolves.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's another question that she has. Is the flat Earth real?
No.
The flat Earth is not real.
No.
Is the Earth round?
Yes.
And how can she find out if the Earth is round without going to space?
they can, again, try to gain their own knowledge rather than being told what to do.
Okay. And spending so much time in these different conspiracies, what does that achieve for someone?
In the beginning, it can help expand what concepts of what reality could be, as long as they continue growing and don't stop while thinking it's conspiracies, and use it as just a step in the process.
Okay. So, for someone who is entertained by conspiracies, it can help. It can help wake them up, but it can also keep them stuck to a lower density.
If they get stuck in a lower density, then conspiracies to them no longer serve the enlightening purpose, but rather hold them back.
Okay. So it's kind of a catch-22 of these conspiracies. It can help wake them up to a greater reality, but it can also, if they get so far into it, pull them down into the third dimension.
That's right.
And keep them stuck in that cycle of negativity that lowers and lowers and lowers their frequency and makes these conspiracies more real.
That's right.
Okay.
They have to use it to move beyond.
Okay. So for some people, it helps them move beyond, but they need to move beyond it.
That's right.
Okay. And multiverses. You've already gone over multiverses, but how many different multiverses can people go into during the pandemic or at this time of Earth's ascension?
Multiverses are infinite.
Okay. She also wants to know, when is the official first contact with humans in the physical life that we make with an alien civilization?
It will be in her lifetime.
It will be in her lifetime? Will it be later in her lifetime or sooner in her lifetime?
Later in this lifetime.
Later. Can you explain who is going to be, what kind of alien races later in her lifetime will be the first official contact that humanity makes with other alien civilizations?
It will be a higher frequency, benevolent race.
Can you name some of the races?
It will be a blue race of aliens.
Okay. Are there star seeds that are incarnating at this time during Earth's ascension to the fifth frequency? What is their role with alien contact?
Their role is to awaken to who they are, understand their origins, so that they can open their minds to be in communication.
Okay. And did aliens create humans?
Yes.
And are there many alien species that created humans?
Yes.
Are humans one of many seeding projects?
Yes.
Are there many different human or humanoid civilizations in the multiverse?
Yes.
In many galaxies?
Yes.
Are they all going through the same evolution?
Yes.
And then the subconscious is in each and every one of them?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So we're always expanding and growing.
Yeah.
Okay. And the last question she wants to know is, are there bad aliens?
Yes.
And what are the bad aliens?
They're not bad anymore.
What makes them so bad?
They're lower frequency.
They're lower frequency aliens?
Mm-hmm.
And when most everyone goes to the 5th frequency of Earth, will they exist there?
No.
Only the benevolent ones.
They'll stay at lower frequency.
And what kind of aliens are low frequency?
The kind that feed off negativity.
And what kind is that?
The gray aliens.
So the gray aliens feed off negativity.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but you said that they're not bad anymore.
They won't be.
They won't be. So they'll evolve.
Later, yes.
They will evolve much later.
Yeah.
And when they evolve, where will they go?
As they evolve through the frequencies, like humans.
They will also eventually make it to the 5th frequency?
Yes.
Okay. Are they evolving now?
Yes.
Okay. But they will evolve much later?
Yes.
Okay. So then will we meet the gray aliens in this lifetime?
No.
So humanity in the 5th dimension will not meet the gray aliens, but they will meet benevolent aliens, like the blue beings?
That's right.
Okay. So it will be a much, much different lifetime that the gray aliens finally evolve.
Yes.
Okay. And then the other thing is she has some pain in her body, and she would like the pain in her body corrected. Can you heal those pains in her body? The headaches and the ankle and all the other pain for her?
Yes.
And she also wants to hear from her angels. Does she have angels?
Yes.
And what should she look for that would remind her that her angels are with her, having a journey with her?
She should be in tune with her synchronicities.
And is there a message that her angels have for her?
That you are going down the right path. And it might be hard for a little while.
For a little while, okay. And the subconscious, can you give Natalie a big hug for having the courage to come in today?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I'm asking the subconscious to recede to where it belongs, with much love and thanks for the help and information it has been given today.